What's up? It's your boy SteezyASmith back in the building. You know what it is. You know what time it is. Happy Blue Friday to all my twins out there. You know what that means. Another episode of our 3 keys to Seattle Seahawks victory this coming Sunday against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. Without further ado, let's hop right into it, y'all. Alright, real quick before we get into it, Team Steezy, if you guys haven't already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. The goal is to hit 1,000 by Thanksgiving, and we're slowly but surely starting to creep in. And be sure to follow the extension of our YouTube on Instagram at SteezyASmith. The goal, once again, is to hit 600 on there. Without further ado, what are we waiting for, y'all? Let's get right into it. Alright, key number 1. Let's lock in on the NFL's number 2 wide receiver in terms of receptions and yards. Look, Stefon Diggs has been a key part of Buffalo's passing attack this season, as he's second in the NFL with 695 receiving yards, 54 receptions, averaging about 87 yards a game, and he's also number 1 in the NFL in targets with 79. Last season, without a true number 1 wide receiver, Buffalo's offense was very one-dimensional and struggled accordingly. This season, their passing attack has taken a few steps forward, but the problem is Stefon Diggs, as good as he is, and that's evident by the fact that he's received 20 more targets than the next closest pass catcher on the Buffalo Bills roster. The passing attack is almost non-existent outside of Stefon Diggs. Look, no disrespect to John Brown, to Cole Beasley, but these guys cannot carry the passing attack of an offense. And if we were to lock in on Stefon Diggs, which I totally understand is going to be a hard ask given the fact that our best cover man, Shaquille Griffin, might not show up this coming Sunday. But to combat that, not only are we going to have Jamal Adams coming back, we're going to have some semblance of a pass rush with Carlos Dunlap coming in. We're going to have a whole bunch of reinforcements on defense. But what we could do is we can instead press him at the line of scrimmage, be physical, throw off his rhythm, double coverage, bracket coverage, be physical with the man, do what we can to take him out of the game plan, because it's going to be very, very difficult to stop one of the best wide receivers in all of football. We can only hope to contain the man, right? So, with that said, if we're able to contain Stefon Diggs, we're also able to limit Josh Allen's effectiveness. And so far this season, he's been off to a sizzling start. He's currently still somewhat of a dark horse in the MVP race. And if we're able to take away his number 1 weapon in the passing game, that bodes very well for our chances of victory. All right, so key number 1, let's lock in on the NFL's number 2 wide receiver in Stefon Diggs. Key number 2, let's win the turnover battle. Seattle's currently tied for first place in the NFL in takeaways with the Kansas City Chiefs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Cleveland Browns with 14 takeaways despite playing 1 less game than all those teams. And Seattle's also good for 3rd in the NFL in turnover differential as they are sitting at +7. The Buffalo Bills, on the other hand, are currently in the bottom half of the NFL with -1. That is not good. And as we all know, Josh Allen has a propensity to throw picks and make boneheaded decisions. As improved as he's looked this season, he still has a whole lot of work to do, especially with his accuracy. And being that the Seattle Seahawks are takeaway warriors, Josh Allen cannot turn the football over. Otherwise, Seattle's definitely going to capitalize on each of those boneheaded plays. Look for Seattle to come up with a few interceptions, maybe even a couple forced fumbles. Every single time that Seattle has won their turnover battle this season, they have yet to lose. If that happens yet again this coming Sunday, that bodes very well for their chances of capturing this football game against the AFC leading team in the Buffalo Bills. Key number 3, let's force Josh Allen to beat us with his arm and not his legs. Look, ever since coming into the NFL, there's been a long-standing concern with Josh Allen's accuracy and whether or not his passing ability will translate to the NFL. Well, this season, while we've shown signs and glimpses of improvement in that aspect of his game, what makes him truly special is his dual threat ability. He's long been compared to Cam Newton, and a lot of people refer to him as a poor man's Cam Newton, and yes, he very well is. This season, he's top 5 in quarterback rushing touchdowns with 4, and he's just outside the top 5 as he is number 6 in quarterback rushing yards with 227. He is a very real threat to not only run for a large chunk of yards running the ball, but he's also a huge bet to get a touchdown on the ground at any single moment's notice. He's very athletic for a quarterback and very underrated in that aspect. And so if we allow him to instead beat us with his arm, which he's still wildly inaccurate and has a propensity, like I mentioned earlier, to turn the football over, whether that's fumbling or throwing interceptions, that bodes very, very well for our chances of winning this football game. If we take away his best receiver in Stefon Diggs, if we win the turnover battle, and if force Josh Allen to have to throw 40 to 50 times a game, you might as well book it. Give Seattle that dub. Let me know in the comment section below What are your 3 keys to the Seahawks victory this coming Sunday? Was I way off of my assessment? Put your 3 keys in the comment section below. And once again, if you guys haven't already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's free. Be sure to smash that like button. Be sure to leave a comment. And last but not least, be sure to follow us on Instagram at SteezyASmith. That's going to be it for today, folks. Happy Blue Friday once again. Steezy out. For more SteezyASmith content, be sure to follow my brother on YouTube at DJ Squabo to tune in our weekly sports podcast every single Saturday morning from 10 a.m. to noon called The Boelt. And last but not least, be sure to check me out on my Big Bros channel at NorbCam. Every single Wednesday, we have a roundtable and where we preview every Seattle Seahawks matchup this coming Sunday. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. Once again, Steezy out.